Sunoptics high-performance prismatic daylighting. There's no greater efficiency than off. This presentation is intended to help users avoid the pitfalls associated with the misapplication of plastic skylights. This includes exposure to chemicals that can lead plastic skylights to craze, crack, and potentially leak. We will detail the most common causes of skylight crazing found in the industrial setting. Why daylighting? Economics. Sunlight is free. Daylighting costs are related to providing and installing the mechanism required to capture and control the light. Lighting quality. Sunlight is used as the reference source when rating the color rendering capability of electric light sources. The Color Rendering Index, or CRI, is an indication of how natural colors appear under any given light source. Sunlight's Color Rendering Index of 100 is the ideal to which all other light sources are compared. Sustainability. Daylighting requires no man-made energy to produce light. It is a zero-carbon emitting technology, literally used since the beginning of time. Human factors. Numerous research studies report daylight's benefits as being linked to health, mood, and productivity. Studies link daylight and views to higher levels of worker satisfaction and productivity. In one study, up to a 40% increase in sales based upon same-store retail locations. Students with the highest levels of daylight progressed 20 to 26% faster on math and reading tests in school studies and scored 7 to 18% higher than those students not exposed to daylight in the classroom. Office workers performed 10 to 25% better on tests of mental function and memory recall when they had the best possible view versus those with no view. Anecdotal evidence consistently shows improved employee morale and satisfaction with their work environment when exposed to daylight and outdoor views. Using daylighting in industrial applications can reduce electricity consumption tied to lighting systems by up to 50% or more, as well as benefits such as improved employee productivity. Skylights provide a great opportunity for building owners to reduce energy consumption as well as to provide better lighting. However, there needs to be consideration of the application and tasks within the space to determine the suitability of skylight use. There are applications where one needs to be cognizant of the environment where the skylight is being utilized. Environments which deserve further examination include areas prone to condensation, cold weather locations where there is a large temperature differential between the interior and the exterior, manufacturing environments where the skylights may have the potential for chemical exposure. There are myriad industrial facilities where skylights may be used. This includes warehouses, data centers, light manufacturing, food processing, cold storage, heavy manufacturing, and the petrochemical industry. The two primary types of concern are condensation and chemical exposure. Condensation concerns can be mitigated by staying away from challenging applications such as high humidity interiors, as well as using skylights with better insulating properties such as triple glazed products. When in doubt, contact Sunoptics Technical Support for guidance in product selection. This is a list of the most commonly used products that have a negative effect on acrylic and polycarbonate. The presence of one or more of these chemicals within the building envelope may or may not be cause for alarm. The only way these chemicals can have an effect on the skylight is if they were to be in direct contact. The most common contaminant that poses a potential plastic skylight crazing issue is cutting oils. If the cutting oil composition includes a chemical such as triethanolamine and is misted into the building's environment during the cutting process, the chemicals that are in the mist may be able to travel up to the skylight and cause crazing. The exact concentration and/or exposure time of the misted chemicals that causes crazing is not known. There are facilities using cutting oils that have experienced no crazing issues. This may be due to the distance between the skylight and the misting source, the specific chemical compound of the cutting oil, or the building ventilation. With that said, there are cutting oils which do not contain chemicals that have a negative effect on acrylic or polycarbonate. Often, new construction and renovation projects involve painting. While painting, the skylights should be masked off and covered. This will help eliminate any chance of contamination from chemicals, such as paint thinners or paint removers, that may cause the skylights to craze. If there are painting processes as part of the facility's normal daily production after the building has been commissioned, the painting operations should not affect the skylights. Regulations already in existence dictate levels of ventilation for these types of processes that will eliminate the potential for paint thinners to come into contact with the skylight. Paint removers are usually applied directly to the paint that is being removed and should only have an effect on the skylight if placed in direct contact with the plastic lens of the skylight, or if applied to a painted surface that is in a very close proximity to the skylight. Precautions should be taken in order to protect the skylights during these types of applications. Sunoptics skylights generally require very little maintenance in order to perform properly for many years. However, as with all products, a scheduled preventative maintenance program should be followed. Using a pressure washer to clean the skylights is acceptable. When cleaning the lenses, use only water or water with a mild soap. Using alcohol-based cleaning agents or aromatic-based products to clean the skylight lenses will cause the skylights to craze. Alcohol can also be found in other chemicals that may be used adjacent to Sunoptics skylights, including heating and cooling agents in conditioning systems. Caution should be exercised when using any chemical near plastic materials. Sunoptics was founded in 1978 and has been providing prismatic plastic skylights for myriad applications since their inception. Reports of occurrences of negative chemical reactions have been extremely rare within that time frame. Sunoptics is confident that our skylights will provide superior performance and longevity in most situations. However, there may be a situation, albeit rare, when our skylights should not be installed due to chemical exposure potential. The professional engineer assigned to the project should be able to help make that determination based on the building's construction and the tasks intended to be performed there. The Sunoptics website provides a comprehensive list of chemicals and indicates which may be acceptable or not acceptable for use with acrylic and polycarbonate skylights. If there are concerns regarding chemical compatibility, the material safety data sheets should provide the detailed information necessary to understand which chemicals are present and to gauge the risk of exposure. Chemical compatibility concerns can be mitigated by taking extra precautions in challenging applications such as heavy manufacturing or the petrochemical industry. Be cognizant of processes using cutting oils, paint, alcohol, acetone, or facilities with high humidity interiors, as well as your option of using skylights with better insulating properties, such as triple glazed skylights. Refer specifiers to chemical compatibility information and the MSDS sheets for the facility if chemical exposure is a concern. When in doubt, contact Sunoptics Technical Support for guidance. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about chemical compatibility and Sunoptics Skylights by Acuity Brands. Please contact our technical support team at Sunoptics tech support at acuitybrands.com. And remember, there's no greater efficiency than off.